Can you hear me? Okay. So we lost a lot of audience that I can understand after 2 hours. It's not easy to listen that much, but it was very, very good to be part of that discussion of the fair work and all the other conditions that we are struggling in, actually. So that's why I will be very brief with 5 points through the presentation and very short 2 videos to be able to give enough floor my dear friend Jordi for the Suara Coop after. So yeah, I will be starting with what is needs map, and then I will talk about the impact that we are creating. I will talk about some in the third part, like what kind of communities that we're building. And then I will show some thematic mappings that we create. And then I will talk about our global endeavor a bit. So can we start with the first video, which is less than a minute?
Günaydın, günaydın, günaydın. Herkese merhabalar.
Gülümseme zincirinin bir parçası.
Hem de ihtiyaç sahiplerine destek olmak istedim.
Demesin diye ihtiyaç haritasıyla Bebelak kardeş payını başlattı.
So yeah, that's a brief summary of what we do actually. So if we can go through the presentation again. So NeedsMap is a social cooperative, a platform cooperative in which we are matching people who are in need of any kind of material and now any kind of service. And I guess, any kind of service all around the world. So it's been almost 7 years that we started our operation. One of our founders is the UNDP's Goodwill Ambassador. So the journey started in the UNDP Social Good Summit back in 2015. So what are we working for is that, as I said, we're connecting supporters with people whose needs are affirmed through our technology. So it facilitates cooperation and solidarity in different areas, such as education, health, culture, art, and which is very important through a verified geospatial data technology and community-based verification functionality through our forms, which can be used by the volunteers which are tracked during, especially the disasters. I will show you what we're doing during the disaster. So after that, you have seen those numbers. Actually, this is what we have done by the very half of the 2022. So 6 million visitors, 110,000 members, almost 10 million transactions, and CSR projects, and creating an equivalent of sharing economy around $50 million for last 4 or 5 years. So this is the awards that we were awarded. So that's why through these awards actually we are now a bit confident to be on the global stage that I will show in the very end of the presentation. So again, these are the numbers, when it comes to, so as I said, the second point will be the community building. So but when community building, we say we're talking about partners, funders, donators, volunteers, community members, university students, university clubs, global networks, and oops, sorry, I can't go back. Oh, yeah. Can I go back? No. Is there a way to go back? Okay, I found it. Sorry, it's just, I couldn't see the arrow there. So yeah, these are the communities that we're trying to build. Most of the organizations are NGOs. We are organized, if you like, in 42 universities through university students. They are creating with their own authority, they get like university clubs, needs map clubs, and like more than 10K volunteers we're talking about right now. And these are the partnerships that we created actually for the corporate social responsibility projects, if you like. But like it's not that much corporate. It is like since we are able to collect and visualize the data of the needs of the people all around the world, the organizations come to us, so we have that kind of budget. We would like to use it through your technology because we trust you. So, like the trust was one of the issues in the very early session. So that's the reason that we create trust around the communities. And these are the partners, strategic partners that we have. Like there are municipalities, some companies, some international organizations, some platforms, some people from the press in Turkey as well. So these are the universities that we are like organized within, with all the university volunteers. So these are the other committees. So, so in terms of our byproducts, if you like the thematic maps, as I said, they are like they are in 6 main titles, if you like: humanitarian aid, disaster management, arts and culture, civil society, education, and of course social cooperatives. So these are the numbers that we created platforms. Maybe you remember yesterday I said we're working like a laboratory for maps. We're creating maps just like to help the NGOs and the cooperatives who would like to have that kind of technological infrastructure to make a better operation. So again, why mapping? Because especially we're all using technology. This is like platform cooperativism consortium, of course. But what we do different in some sense, we use the location data to create locality-based communities around the issues, not only in the disasters, but also in the disasters like pandemic. So that allows us to map and track the volunteers and the needs of the community daily, second by second. So this is our like core values and how we work actually. We are like location based, then we are having like analytics session, like decision support mechanism. We have 4 people work on that, tailor-made structure for that particular need, for that particular social problem that we're targeting. And then we have a very robust community engagement approach around any kind of social problem that you can imagine around the world right now. So this is show like the one on the left hand side you see the platform of Italy and Turkey social cooperative map. So this makes it like these forms makes these maps available. So these are very much easy to use in any browser. So we're not in an app yet. That's for a reason. We're talking about to have an app, but already these forms are very eligible for everyone, especially even the NGOs who are coping with the problem in the borders of the Ukraine right now. They are also following, using our forms to list their needs, if you like. Okay, coming to an end. Now you will see the thematic maps. So the first one is a fintech solution actually that we created lately, and we're having right now the second version of it for the UK market. So basically imagine if I was from Rio, beforehand I see a need in map in Sao Paulo. I used to buy something from Rio and send it to Sao Paulo via cargo. But right now, with this fintech technology, I am able to buy from the local merchant or local cooperative in Sao Paulo and make them send it to the one in need. So by this, we are supporting the local economic development while boosting the social solidarity around social problems, and also it helps the environment because there is no cargo involvement anymore to have this like social solidarity network. And the other thematic ones on the for you left hand side is the disaster map. which composes of more than 50 NGOs of Turkey who are working, operating before the disasters, during the disasters, and after the disasters. As you have seen in the video, we are very much active during the earthquakes and during the wildfires that we're having. So we are informing public before, okay, the heat coming, be aware of these cities. There is a huge chance of wildfires in your forest. So it's kind of a crisis response management network we created. The others are, this is like one rent, one nest. That was a platform that we created in 2 days for the ones who had to leave their homes in the Izmir earthquake last year. So in 2 weeks, we managed to mobilize that amount of money. And in the first time in the history of Turkey, no one stayed outside after 1 week of the earthquake. Everyone had a chance to find somewhere to rent through the economy that we created only through this map, used by volunteers, municipal government, and the whole Turkish citizens, if you like. And it is also supported by European banks and others. So this one is our Italian project with the social cooperativism network between Italy and Turkey. This one is a very, very good one. Actually, I'm not an artist, but this is like an art map which connects the art and culture institutions in the Netherlands and in Turkey when it comes to cooperation, like in any kind of need that they have. And they are selling tickets together, they're creating campaigns together. So this is a platform for only the arts and culture workers and the institutions. So these are the others. As you can see, we're now in the UK. Like, we created a platform for Ukrainian refugees, which is right now working. We have an homelessness map for Istanbul and right now London. We have social management systems for municipal governments, university alumni organizations, working with Save the Children in Ethiopia, and like we're supporting Deep Poverty Network of Turkey with our technological base. So this is the last, like this is our global endeavor actually. Our opening ceremony in Brussels will be in the 28th of November, which I will not be able to attend. And we have an office in the UK. We will be having a launch in the 2022. And there is a process of creating an innovative startup of social purpose, actually. And we are very much like eager to have some position in the South America. So I would like to talk with you during the lunch, especially our friends from Brazil, the opportunities to create Needs Map Brazil together. So this was the last words, but I would like to finish my presentation with a video of the Needs Map, which I like very much, and I hope you will like it as well. So please put on the second video.
Sen bilmezsin benim gözlerim nasıl büyütür. Olmayan işaretleri nasıl net görür. Güldürür müyüm seni, unutturur muyum bilmem. Diner mi yağmurun, eğer güldürürsem. Güldürür müyüm seni, unutturur muyum bilmem. Diner mi yağmurun, eğer güldürürsem. Gözümdeyse kanatlanır, uçar umutlar, dağılır düşüm toz bulutu, belki güneş açar.
İhtiyaçharitası.org'dan yapacağınız küçük bir paylaşım onlar için kocaman bir mutluluk. Siz de ihtiyaçharitası.org'a tıklayın. Güzel ülkemizin güzel insanlarını hep birlikte mutlu edelim. İhtiyaç haritası, Türkiye'nin paylaşım noktası.
Yeah, that's what we do. Thank you for listening.
All right, before we all go to lunch, there's actually something that's not in the program. And so we did an event last summer in Istanbul, and we also did an event last summer in Barcelona. And I got a chance to walk into my old friend's cooperative, care cooperative, Suara, in Barcelona, and I was really blown away. And it's really seemed like the worker paradise everybody is talking about. With a therapist for the care workers present, with a VR room for the care workers present, and the whole place looking like you walk into like a Google studio or something. So really like amazing. And so we wanted to just give a few minutes to Jordi, who wants to talk about like their platform co-op effort for this largest worker cooperative in Catalonia, Suara.
Good afternoon. My name is Jordi Picas. First of all, I want to thank the possibility to share our experiences on future projects and also to hear and learn from all of you. So thank you, Evren, for these 5 minutes. I've been a member of Suara Cooperative for more than 15 years. Now I am the Director of Innovation. So let me introduce a little bit about Suara. Suara is a cooperative with a story of almost 40 years. In 2008, 3 non-profit social cooperatives decided to stop competing, merge, and set up Suara. We are a social initiative work cooperative. We employ 5,000 people, of which 1,030 people are also partners of the cooperatives. And our workers, the 90% are women. Our activity is very wide, from children care in a broad sense of meaning, so from preventive services to highly specialized services, people at the risk of exclusion, families, education, occupation, and a wide package of services oriented to the elderly, so from residential services where people live to home care services. In 2021, we decided our strategic challenge for the next year. So these challenges are based in our values, with our innovation, proximity, participation, and social responsibility. I'm going to share a little bit our innovation model. We start transform our cooperative. One of the first action was to start building this innovation model, was to establish of Innovation Work Commission. And after that, in 2016, we launched a Suara Lab. This is a laboratory of social innovation. Our first aim was to promoting and facilitate distribute innovation so that all the people of the organization innovate in their position jobs. And during the pandemic, so a couple of years ago, we approved the strategic plan that include advancing in the model of innovation. We designed a new transversal model that transformed the entire organization and its innovation model into a new cooperation between administration, business, citizenships, and social economy and universities. So we already have a living lab, no, that we have incorporated these new methodologies as a design thinking. In the innovation and learning process of APOL, we facilitate the co-creation space, workshops, hackathons for the development of new projects and the services for the care people with a digital basis. So we want, as a cooperative sited in Barcelona, we want to support the lever for the digital transformation of the social economy organization and creation of services with social impact. One of the main actions we have been creating is an ecosystem, establishing strategic alliances with various actors in the society, working on social and technological challenges together. So public actors, citizens, private sector, and knowledge center. So one one of the things that we built was the living lab, consisting of different spaces. We built a home tech. We create a space that simulates at home to be able to experimentate with technologies before incorporating them in the real situation. Sensors, voice assistants, social and welfare robotics. We understand the home as the center space of the care of people. So this space is for experimentation with the new technologies. Apart from this, we have an area for startups, so we work close very to the startups, a learning area. We have a room for immersive and virtual reality, and also a space for co-creation new projects. Related to technology becomes a key lever to facilitate this transformation of social services. The use of technology can optimize management, process, information, and relationship with the users. So we have already different pilots, working with the citizens. We have this home sensorization automation. We also work with voice assistants, telemedicine assistants, social robotics, and welfare platform. So one of the main projects, just to finish, one of the main projects we promote is the transformation of the home care services. Historically, home care is a service that has been provided as a public services with a strict legal framework, at least in our country. There is a law that protects home care as a universal right for citizens, but with a deficient budget and where the public service does not reach, families must seek private solutions to take care of their children. We have been in this framework for years, and now it seems to be very likely to change in the near future. There is population aging increment that will require more professionals with strained public budgets and families who find it difficult to pay for the services when there is an increase of need of care. So with this complicated situation, we are wondering how to home care model could be sustainable in the future. This is one of the main challenges we have. So we are developing several projects related with how to make life easier to the person, how to provide professional and care with a good job condition, and how to follow up people in the sustainable way. So that's why we want to promote this digital platform, share with another cooperative entities from different communities in Spain. This platform must reflect the model of working by neighborhood and with teams, and at the same time, the interrelationship with the family and the neighborhood. So that's the main thing we want to do, is design of this digital platform cooperative that automatically connects needs from home care services with professionals from the sector and the territory, and creation of a service cooperative that owns the digital platform and it's on built on technological basis to offer these remote services. So thank you very much for this time.